Do you know what? I really enjoyed DC League of Super Pets. I feel like it looks absolutely incredible. The voice talent are just absolutely brilliant, and the storyline is just absolutely perfect for this family animation. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video, we are going to be reviewing DC League of Super Pets. And as somebody that really loves animated movies and of course absolutely loves superhero movies as well, I had such a good time with this film. I feel like it definitely does skew slightly towards a younger audience, but I feel like it's still accessible and enjoyable for an older audience, as it of course has these characters that we just absolutely adore. And the DC world is pretty expansive, but they don't overdo it, as of course this movie is focusing on the Super Pets, and I feel like it just balances everything really well. Like I said, the voice talent are really great. It looks absolutely incredible, and I just think this movie is really great, and I cannot wait to break it down for you in this movie review. So the basic premise of this movie is that Superman and the Justice League get kidnapped and trapped, leaving it to Krypto the dog and his friends to save the day, and it also tells the origin storylines of the DC League of Super Pets, mainly focusing on Krypto the dog and Ace the Hound. And I just absolutely love this aspect. I feel like firstly, Ace the Hound, he is so emotional in terms of his backstory. Of course, Kevin Hart is just absolutely hilarious with this character, but I really like what they did with this character. And also, Krypto the dog is just so good. It really does focus and start off with him and Superman, and then you get to see how their relationship develops across this movie and across their timeline as well, which I thought was really wicked. And this movie was just so much more deeper than I thought it would be. So let's look at the positives first. Of course, we love the Justice League characters, and this does feel like a Justice League movie, just focusing this time on the Super Pets, while still having the Justice League members in there as well. And like I said, I just feel like it balances it absolutely perfectly in terms of not having the Justice League members overshadowing the pet members, but then also not reducing them so much to just small appearances, which wouldn't really be that realistic either, would it? So I just feel like they balance it really well. And then it's also really heartwarming as well. You really get to find out a lot more about the backstories of all these characters, especially the adopted pets as well. I feel like that really does pull on the heartstrings. And the voice talent are literally A-star standard. They are all such superstars, and they just bring so much. I feel like they really do enjoy it, and in turn the audience is really enjoying it as well, as the voice talent is absolutely incredible. And like I keep saying, the visual drawings of this entire world is so vibrant and just so wicked. You just are so loving everything that you're seeing on the cinema screen. Just looks really cool. And of course, this is the DC world, so it does do a lot of world building within the wider stuff, and it does have a lot of familiar things. Really does focus on the more mainstream things of the DC world, so it really is accessible to a lot of people. And it also has a really unexpected and really compelling villain. You can totally understand why the villain is doing what they're doing, and even though the villain of course is doing a lot of barbaric things, you really can understand and see why she got to the stage that she's at. And of course, you definitely have to stick around right to the end, as both of the post-credit scenes are absolutely brilliant. However, from a negative point of view, I didn't enjoy the final battle that much. I feel like they really could have done a little bit more, as I just feel like a bit of a cheap video game villain rather than this awesome villain that you have been with this whole time. So I feel like they definitely could have improved that boss battle. And also, this movie obviously does skew a little bit towards a younger audience. So I feel like if they did age it up a bit, it would have been even more enjoyable. And they could have added a couple more twists and turns. I mean, there definitely are some cool twists and turns, but I would have loved a few more. But as far as the first movie is concerned, in terms of introducing this new multiverse as part of the DC universe, I feel like it was really wicked. So from a cast and characters point of view, they have got the best in the business voicing all of the different characters, and they just do such a good job with all of the different characters. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing Krypto the dog, and it really does feel like Dwayne Johnson's movie, as he's pretty much in every single scene, and he just leads the movie really well. Like I said, you really do understand the background and the backstory of Krypto the dog and Superman. They have changed it somewhat to what you have seen before, but I feel like this new spin works really well, and he is so loyal to Clark Kent and to Superman, and I just love their partnership. And the impact on this relationship when Lois Lane enters, I think, is really intriguing in terms of the famous phrase, you know, three's a crowd. You really can feel that from Krypto's point of view. And then when Krypto has to make new friends and see what life is like away from Superman, and then he really does get humbled in this movie as well. So actually, from a character arc point of view, I feel like Crypto the dog goes through so much, but then of course he has got wicked superpowers, so he's definitely able to hold his own and is just such a great character to watch in this movie and to lead the film absolutely brilliantly. We then have Kevin Hart, who is of course bouncing off of Dwayne Johnson in quite a number of other movies now, and their partnership is just absolutely incredible. It does feel a little bit like Superman and Batman in the pet version, as of course this guy is playing Ace the Hound, and Kevin Hart has to get the award for being the funniest actor. He was just so funny in this movie. I was literally cracking up at every single thing that Ace the Hound would say, and he's also really emotional as well, as he is the main leader of the abandoned pets. So he's both having a really cool partnership with Crypto the dog, which is absolutely hilarious, whilst also having to man up and be a true leader with the other pets. So I feel like this character is really cool. We then have Kate McKinnon, who was absolutely sublime as the evil guinea pig Lulu. I feel like this character was a true evil genius. Super compelling and actually really believable in terms of her motives as well. Like I said earlier on, she does do a lot of crazy stuff, but you can understand why and how she got to this stage, and she's a true formidable villain as she is able to take down Superman, she's able to take down the entire Justice League, and the things that she is doing in this movie is just really crazy. So I feel like this little guinea pig is truly able to cause so much chaos. I feel like she was absolutely phenomenal as the lead villain. We've also got John Krasinski, Fantastic Four Reed Richards himself, is now voicing Superman, and he just looks really perfect from a visuals point of view. And like I said earlier on, I love the relationship between him and his loyal dog Crypto, and the impact of their relationship when he kind of moves on with Lois Lane. And he isn't really thinking that much from the impact that this will then have on Crypto the dog, and it's just kind of thinking, you know, he'll be fine, he'll just go along with all of this. So I think it's really interesting when you look at relationships from different people's point of view. We've also got Olivia Wilde playing Lois Lane, and actually, if anything, she is the person that is opening Superman and Clark Kent's eyes to the fact that, look, this is going to have an impact on Crypto the dog. I feel like they could have gone down another route in terms of Lois Lane wanting to get rid of Crypto the dog and having a true rivalry, but it's only a rivalry from Crypto's point of view. We've also got Keanu Reeves, who was just absolutely smashing it as the Batman character, literally born to play this character. He's got a number of hilarious lines. I wish we would have got a little bit more of them as they are just so good. And of course we have the other Justice League members as well, and Lex Luthor. And like I keep saying, I feel like they balance them in this movie really well, as of course it's not a Justice League movie, but you need to have the Justice League members if you are going to have their pets. So I feel like they use them really well. And then speaking of the other pets, we of course have the other members of the DC League of Super Pets, and I feel like they're fine. You get to see them having really cool superpowers, and they have got individual personalities, but they definitely do focus it on Crypto the dog and Ace the Hound. I would have liked there to have been a little bit more focus and a little bit more development, but as you can see, there are so many characters here, and for the most part, I feel like they balance them really well. I feel like the poster has got Crypto the dog and Ace the Hound, and so they are definitely the leads in this movie, but it would be really cool to see the other pets in the future. But I have to say, from a casting characters point of view, DC League of Super Pets was really surprising in the best possible way. So from a visuals point of view, like I said earlier on, this movie just looks absolutely incredible. Super modern, super rich, super vibrant. All of the character models look so good. All of the powers are really well done. This entire world, you really can feel immersed into it. They are making a video game, and I feel like that's such a sensible decision to make, as this world just lends itself so well to that. And you really do have a lot of origins told for all of the different various pets. So I feel like even the flashbacks look really cool, and this movie just as a package just looks absolutely sublime. So from a comparison point of view, I absolutely love DC animated movies. I feel like this is definitely one place where DC are absolutely killing it. And in terms of comparing it to other recently released movies, I actually think this movie is a lot stronger than Green Lantern Beware My Power, as well as Justice Society World War II, but I don't think it's as good as Injustice. And comparing it to other recently released movies as well, I say it's pretty similar to The Bad Guys and the Lego Movie, and I absolutely love animated movies, and I feel like this film is just such a great addition to this awesome genre. So overall, I'm sure you can tell, I absolutely love DC League of Super Pets. I think it was really clever what they did from a storyline point of view. I feel like the voice talent and all of the characters and all of the character arcs are really cool. And this film is just creating a really cool corner of the DC universe, and I just can't wait to see what's going to hopefully happen in a sequel, in a spin-off. I feel like this little multiverse has so much potential, and they've just done such a good job with the first installment as part of this. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give DC League of Super Pets a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear what you thought of the film, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.